You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's American Idol After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's American Idol After Show.
If Bing is for doing, then we are doing another AfterBuzz After Show on AfterBuzz TV. And of course, for American Idol Season 11, Episode 15, I'm JC Rubio, and joining me as always, my main man, Mr. Mark
That's right.
Allen.
Man.
Give it up for Mark. Let's get some applause in the house.
Thank you very much. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Great, dude. I am excited. There's so much to talk about. We've gotten out 1, but 2 episodes, but can't go any further without talking about the brains in the outfit. Mr. Phil Svitek in the back. What up, Phil?
What's up? I'm ready for this.
You ready? You ready?
ready.
We're going to break down so much. We've got the good, the bad, the germane for the boys, and we've got the good, the bad, and some nerves for the girls.
Yeah.
But let's backtrack a little bit, since last night we had 13 guys.
Yeah, we thought we had American Idol overload before,
Oh.
but 3 days this week? We can't get enough, man.
But you know what?
Get enough.
This talent level this season, for me, I don't know if I've yet seen the superstar. There's some that I think that could be megastars.
Absolutely, yeah.
But overall, the talent, I'm thinking of season 5. Season 5, we had Daughtry, we had
Is that Carrie
Yamin. No, Carrie Underwood was season 4. No, 5 we had the guy who won, it was Taylor Hicks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We all were kind of rooting for Daughtry, or at least I was.
I was too.
Rocker dude, and he got cut early, so you never know what's gonna happen.
That's why I feel this season, even if let's say person X wins, I think there could be 3 or 4 other people that could be mega stars.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about the boys?
The boys
Overall,
I thought were awesome. I had to watch it twice. That's how good it was.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, we got to see some of the stories and see them go home with their flip cameras, and I thought there was a lot of very memorable performances. Some that I thought were going to come through stronger than others, and some that kind of just blew me away. What'd you think, man?
We've been talking all season. Like you were saying, you thought the guys were going to be.
Yeah,
really
I was rooting for the guys this year.
Yeah, and I was saying the girls.
Yeah.
After these first 2 nights, the guys, for me, they just came with it.
You never know. It could be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I might flip flop a lot throughout the year, but yeah. So I mean, After these last couple, days of American Idol, I'm still sticking with my gut. But I don't know. As we cut down, there's some strong girls that might be even more memorable as a group. I feel like the guys are stronger right now, but
all right, well,
you never know.
Let's get into it. Who did we like? Who did you like? Who did you think was good last night?
I thought it was good.
Or great. Who was great? Who just blew you away? Let's start. This
Go big or go home.
AfterBuzz. This is a realm of positivity here, guys. We're gonna start with the good.
I'm going Joshua Ledet. Just off the bat, he closed the show out before we got to see who they brought back, and Joshua Ledet just came. That man has to sing no matter what.
I almost love that Phil's playing the good, bad, and the ugly, because Joshua was bad. He was so good. He was bad. He just take no prisoners. The boy, like, I thought he was like, okay, I don't want to offend any Joshua fans. A soulful Cisco, go with me. Like Cisco, okay, Cisco is very poppy, but he brought that funk, but he has this gravity, this gravitas. It's just like, wow, where did you come from? He was a gem.
He was. He just standing up there at first, and you know, and we remember him, and he kind of got mixed in the crowd from me before,
Right.
But coming out, he just leaves it all on the stage, and that's what kind of what we're looking for. These you have 12 guys, 13 guys that come out, and you know, a lot of them just fell back and then let the nerves get to him. He used that as power, and everything counted in his song.
I am worried though, and hear me out on this. I thought I wrote maybe some of his choices. People might interpret them as him screaming a little bit, even
Right,
though
yeah.
he wasn't. Everything's controlled with him, calculated, but sometimes he's so powerful and so strong. I almost think he may want to show a little restraint in future episodes
Right, yeah, I can
if he
see
moves
that.
on, which I think you and I
think he
both
has to,
agree.
man.
Yeah, because J-Lo, I think did she give him a standing O?
Yeah, I think they gave him one. But out of everybody, I just think, you know, as the first real episode of American Idol, and him to come out and just, you know, the last performance of the night before we got to see
Right.
Jermaine, but he left it all out there, man. Who else was good? Who else was in that category?
For me, because we may differ here, though. And I noticed that the judges didn't say, because they asked the judges at the end of tonight, who stood out for you for the guys, and they didn't mention this guy, but for me, I liked him, Creighton Frakes. He has these dulcet, sweet, high-pitched tones.
Right, yeah.
You know, you can tell I've always been saying he's quirky. If he can just restrain that and just belt it out, I think he's one to watch. I hope I don't. I'm going out. I feel like I'm going out on a limb by mentioning him.
Well,
for me,
let me tell you the thing about him. For me, is that I think he's so original. Which, you know, and he's got range, and he's got a cool tone, and he's such, you know, a unique guy.
yeah.
However, I feel like he's in the same category as Reed Grimm, and Reed Grimm just takes the cake for me.
Yeah.
So like if you have one or the other, I'm going Reed Grimm the whole way.
Okay.
But I mean, you have to tune in when you watch Creighton. You have to. You can't look away. So he definitely has something going too. So you can't be mad when he's around. So
Well, that's a perfect segue into Reed Grimm. Reed Grimm, that boy bad. That boy is bad. He is funky. He did moves like Jagger.
yeah,
with Chris.
like we've never heard it before.
Yeah, he was, and he even brought in for my Latin. If anyone from South America is watching, he brought in a little Tito Puente with the drums. He was just banging away. If you guys are like drummers and want to listen to just a guy who just rips it on the drums, Tito Puente is one of the greatest drummers ever, and he had that little funk to him.
Yeah, and he's been performing since he was a kid. I think I say that every time we talk about him, but you can just see that because his whole performance is just nonstop. You know, and then he moved to the drums, which was cool. So he had that little segment, and then like a true performer, something went wrong. His pack went off, and he had to grab it and then
Right.
pick it up and just made that part of the performance. You know, and he's cool, he's calm, he's collected, and he can sing too.
Oh boy, he's fantastic.
Yeah, so he's always fun to watch. He's you know, I'm not saying has the best voice in the competition because he doesn't, but
Right.
as a true performer and as an American Idol, I feel like he's definitely somebody to watch. And we got to start off with him with a cool rendition too of that song. So
yeah. You know, I almost want Idol to challenge him because I think he's been challenged before in the audition process,
Right.
and he was still like kind of like being charming about it. I want to see if Idol somehow there's a week or something where they can push him, and I want to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Like a different side of Reed, because for the most part he's a cool, fun guy, but push him, see what comes out, see if he takes it to another level. We may be just blown away and surprised.
absolutely. Well, you have to take them out of their comfort zone, and I'm going to segue into another good
Okay.
performance. Colton Dixon, who I talked so strongly about last week
You did?
because his performance to get into the top 24. He's always behind the piano, which is not a bad thing. And this time I thought it was funny too. He's like, you're gonna see something different for me this time. And then he was behind the piano again. I'm like, is he just messing with it? But then he got up and he got out of his comfort zone, which this whole competition is about, because this week they got to sing whatever they wanted, whatever genre they wanted.
Right.
And he started in his comfort zone and then he left it, worked the crowd a little bit, and you could tell that he's not very used to, he's not used to doing that all the time. And then, but he has a unique performance. He jumped up on top of the piano, and how he ended it with like the Batman like pose. But it's just he's like that indie rocker that he's ready for his album, and we're gonna see a lot of him.
Yeah, no, I had him in my good group as well because we didn't watch this together, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I was a little harsh. I want to be harsh because this group is so good. I
Right.
want to challenge them. I want to see more from them. And I thought he opened like a rock star. He closed like a rock god. For me, the middle. If there's something that I could just critique a little bit, was the middle performance for me. It just maybe that's how the song should go.
No,
And
I agree.
I was trying not to judge it against Paramore, who's the actual
Right,
they
yeah.
do the song, and because that's hard to do because they just
She just belts, and
Yeah.
that's the thing about doing girl artists. Immediately it's a different song because it's a guy's voice rather than a girl's. But Paramore is a huge group. I'm a huge fan of theirs, and he held his own.
Yeah.
I did think there were some weak spots to it, but overall, I just love seeing him perform, and he has to be coming next week.
Yeah, because there's a total of 25 contestants,
Right.
and they're whittling it down. We're losing 5 tomorrow, so people actually have to vote. I really think that so many people, we could lose someone good. Especially the guys. There are 3 guys that are going to get booted off. So
Absolutely, yeah, because we have a difference in age, and then the different styles of music. So you never know if one genre of music is going to take that person to the next level. Mm-hmm. Did you have anybody else in your good column?
well, I want to take you to church.
All right,
I'm going to take you to church.
Let's go.
Mr. Adam Brock.
He
That boy. Okay, you know how I say, if you're doing an Adele song, you're usually losing because only Adele can do Adele. But
Right.
but we'll lead on. Maybe we'll be surprised later on the show.
that's a category in its own too.
But he did Aretha Franklin, and he did it well. If Kat's Kat Bayless is one. Sometimes she comes in and does our Idol shows,
Right.
and she'd go, "Oh, it'll give me goosebumps. I'll get that boy." Just I stood up when I watched it. I felt like I was in church. I seriously, he was like, "Ooh, that boy is."
He's definitely got a voice to watch out for. However,
Yes.
I put him in the rest. The
Yeah.
good, the bad, and the rest. Just, I'm not saying he was terrible. I think he's got an incredible voice. I just felt like he kind of was a little bit lost on stage. Like,
Okay.
I know there's certain things, with lighting, what you can do. And we saw some of it tonight where they would just, have one center light on the person with the mic stand. And I think his performance might have been better like that and a little bit less produced. I mean, I'm not,
Right.
I'm music genius that you can make everything right, all the right moves, but I just felt like he looked a little awkward walking around the stage and didn't really work the crowd. So I think it was Steven Tyler who said it tonight. You did 50% of the you worked the stage, and that's half the battle. You did that really good. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's in the rest. I'm not saying he was a great performance for me, but he's got a killer voice, and once he gets a little more comfortable on stage, I'm sure he is comfortable on stage. That's a huge stage to fill, though.
Yeah.
So
You bring up a great point. Honestly, that was my only knock on the performance, and it was not so much the working of the stage, but I wonder if you'd run into the problem of, you hear it in Idol every so often, who are you as an artist?
yeah.
He did Aretha, which is awesome, and most of the stuff he's done is very, like, would you say bluesy, churchy, very soulful. Who is Adam Brock?
Yeah.
That's what, and like Colton, we know indie rock god, and just some of these other people, like even like Philip Phillips, he's
Right.
Dave Matthew,
I think maybe because it's not one of the top genres on the radio, that's why kind of we get lost. I mean, if that style of music was like Kiss FM, then I think we'd be like, oh, that's exactly who he is. But since he's not pop or rock or anything like that, he definitely can sing anything. Because when he sings, you just want to listen. But I think his performance, we just kind of I didn't get to hear everything from him. I just kind of. I don't know.
You're swaying me, man. Yeah, no,
Don't let me sway you.
No, that's okay. We're here to learn, for sure. You're the musician. I'm just the guy who likes to talk a lot.
You do it well. You do it well.
Who else? Anyone else stand out for you?
Yeah.
Let's see if we agree.
Your boy Aaron Jackson, saying a little Jackson 5. Aaron Marcellus, Never Can Say Goodbye.
Okay, Aaron, I'm trying to. You know what?
He had the hat.
Yeah, no, I remember who he was. I was already. It started at a negative for me, and it's on my own personal bias because I remember Mr. Steal Your Girl, David. Was it Weathers or Leathers? He sang that song for his opening audition.
And he sounds just like Jackson 5.
Yeah,
so
I was like, oh, but you know what? I liked it. It was like it felt safe to me. It felt like a safe song. He worked it beautifully.
Yeah.
There was one thing I didn't like. The last note.
Oh, you didn't like the last note?
No, and this is the contradiction. This is where I could flip-flop. If he didn't sing that big, high, over-the-top note, it would have just might have just underwhelmed the judges. It might have just been because it's not a dynamic song per se. You know,
It's just I think a lot of people can't do that, so he was trying to show that off. But maybe this is why he got my good column. Because when he came out, I was like, man, he looks like he's overdoing his image a little bit. Like he had the jacket with the hat, and I mean, I understand that, and that might be his style. But maybe my opinion of him right when he came out, I was kind of like down here. So once the performance went on,
okay,
I think it got better and better for me, and I like the ending. I like the big ending because we got a lot of those big notes yesterday and today at the very end, and those build ups. But I don't know. I liked him a lot.
So he won you over.
Yeah.
You know who surprised me?
No, I don't know.
That's why.
That's why we're here. Who's that?
Jeremy Rosado. I don't know. The song. It was interesting song choice. Like I didn't think, but he's got such a sweet and gentle voice.
Yeah.
He was good. I just was surprised. I didn't know he was going to go there. I didn't know what to make of it, but I was genuinely surprised.
Yeah, I just
because it's a woman song.
Yeah, and he had such a strong performance to get him into the top 24 plus 25.
Right.
But I like him a lot. I like him as a person, as like how they were showing him in Hollywood Week, hugging everybody and whatever, and that helps him as a likable guy. He's like we want to hug him.
It's likable idol. There we go.
But I mean, I felt like he was pitching spots, and you know what? This is the night of the nerves, because they're eliminating 5 people total, and you never know what's gonna happen. This is the first round, so. I like him a lot. I like his voice. I don't think his total performance was great, so I put him in the rest.
In the rest?
Yeah.
Okay, so wow. So this whole time I thought I was gonna be kind of like the harsh guy.
Yeah. What's going on?
You're being tough. That's cool. Well, who stood? Anyone could stand out? I know there's one, and we called him Kenny Jesus last week. DeAndre.
Yeah. He I didn't even know he sang like that. he pulled out a lot of tricks. What'd you think about it? Because he did Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I don't know. Did you love it? Because the judges loved it.
I like his voice. I didn't like the choice of song.
Yeah, because when he's singing all the falsetto stuff, and that's cool, and it's hard to do, and he pulled out some stuff that I didn't even know anybody could do, and I don't know. It just started off real slow for me, but him singing like that with the backgrounds, it kind of drowned him out, and I don't know. I just wanted to hear him sing. But you know what? I think the ladies are gonna love him. I think he's got a cool image with that hair just going crazy, and he's a cool guy, and he's kind of laid back. So I like him, and I like him as an artist. But yeah, that performance didn't do it for me. It wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say it was bad.
Yeah, no.
They loved it.
The song for me, it's because it's not. This is like a free pass if you think about it. For both guys and girls, you got to pick your own song.
Yeah.
And especially with his age, he's a young guy. Why not stick to something contemporary? Something that people can, Earth, Wind, and Fire, huge fan base, sure. But when I was listening to it, that was my strike against it. I was like, I wonder if, let's say, the Twitter fans are going to really like that song, Because he had oh God, I'm quoting Randy Jackson. Yikes.
He was mad cool.
Yeah, he had crazy voice control to him.
Absolutely.
To hit those notes and to be, because I thought some of the girls tonight, they hit big notes for the sake of hitting big notes and not necessarily being clean and polished and being nice to the ear. You know,
yeah.
He was in control the whole time.
Absolutely.
So it was just the song. And speaking about being drowned out, for me, I want to move on to another best of the rest, and that was Chase Likens.
Yeah.
For me, I liked the song he did. It was a Storm Warning, I believe, and I thought the beginning he started hot for me. I was like, ooh, I like it. I've
Right,
never
yeah, it
heard
was
the
a cool
song.
song. Yeah, I'd never heard it either. I guess I haven't listened to country radio very recently, but
come on. You're the
I
big
love country. I know,
fan.
right? But he's got a very original tone to his voice.
But here's one thing. I think he was overpowered by the accompaniment around
Yeah.
him. I thought it drowned him out, and I think I want to hear his voice to see, does he really have that voice?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I put him in the best of the rest with you, but I think that he's the only country guy we got, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to carry him in his own, unless they're like, oh, we got a country dude last year, let's just move on. But I mean, part of the reason I think Scotty won is because a big country following comes and watches the show. So I think that he's capable of doing a lot more. So this song didn't do it for me. It wasn't bad either. It was a cool performance, and it wasn't karaoke or anything like that. So that's a good thing. And I really like it. I was trying to think of somebody that his voice sounded like, but I don't know anybody that I couldn't think of anybody.
Yeah.
Like, cause he has like a cool, noticeable tone to his voice, but there's nobody on country radio that I can think of. You know, it's almost like he has an old country sound with a new feel to it.
I may be wrong, and if I'm wrong, guys, tweet us or call us at 424-256-1729. I think this just popped in my head, and like I said, call me out if I'm wrong, guys. A little younger, softer version of Alan Jackson, maybe.
You're wrong. No, he said call you out.
I'm trying to figure out something, because I want to stick. I want to, but yeah, let us know. Yeah, he's unique.
I don't know about Alan Jackson, but I can't think of anybody else. So so maybe you're right.
Yeah,
You are.
right.
You're darn right. You're right.
Okay, and now sticking to, I'm putting him in the okay category. Maybe you'll disagree because I've been backing this boy the whole time, and the Idol and the judges loved him. My boy Philip Phillips.
Yeah, the name alone is good.
Yeah.
In my book.
For me, that wasn't his best.
Well, here's the funny thing. You've talked about his YouTube stuff before.
He's done
right?
that song
Yeah,
before.
so which is smart because you want to do something you're comfortable with.
Right.
And he's probably, I mean, did you look at the video? Has a lot of views now, or was there positive feedback from it?
Well, he did Phil Collins in the Air Tonight, which is a classic. And
Right.
I haven't had a chance to look since the performance, but about a month ago, I was clicking YouTube and I saw, Philip Phillips, and I saw
Right,
him
yeah.
do In the Air Tonight. And that song, I like that one even better than what I saw on Idol.
Right. Was it because the thing about this one is that, I mean, on his YouTube version, was it mostly acoustic guitar?
He was at a bar. He was at
Yeah,
a
see, 'cause-
little bar.
Oh, so it was like just a live performance.
Yes,
Okay.
live performance. It was, I know he was doing the whole brooding, and like I even wrote down, he's brooding and simmering, and you can see all the girls like melting. I think he impregnated half the East Coast just by his song.
Hopefully, yeah.
I don't know about that, but I like the other version better. I know there's more of him, and he goes to that, his I don't want to call it his shtick, but his go-to, his go-to notes, his go-to song, like at the end when he hit that last note, and I think by the end of the season we're gonna have greatest last note ever because
have to.
they always end on this gigantic note that's amazing.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes it works, and sometimes it's
even though
it's
they had
just
like a bad performance,
unnecessary, right? Yeah, this brings it back.
yeah, and so you get lost whether it's good or not, but. Yeah,
Philip Phillips for me, I like the fact that he's got the acoustic guitar, but I could barely hear the acoustic guitar. It wasn't very acoustic for having, that going on. It seemed like there was a lot of production behind him, which isn't a bad thing. I don't know. I just don't like when they go up there with the guitar and you can't even hear it.
This is Idol, not X Factor. X Factor is the one that's known, and I've noticed that they're having like more nods towards other singing shows, and I don't know why they're doing that.
I guess people like it. It's more like a concert, but I don't know. For his style of music, I just would have liked to see it. Even do like a Chris Allen thing from back in, when he did like Kanye West with just the acoustic guitar. Your last performance, before of the night, and you just go by yourself with acoustic guitar.
Right.
I think that just draws the crowd so much more into and makes it more intimate in that huge place that they're playing in with all the lights. You turn them all off and just have the one centered light on him and just playing it with his guitar. Man, I want to see that.
Mark Allen unplugged. There we go. No, I agree. I thought I had trouble with the arrangement. I wrote that definitely down. And so far we've got the good, the not so good, but now for me, well, I don't know. Maybe we disagree. I have a few that were bad,
Yeah, me too.
and it's gonna hurt to say because I'll save him because I don't know if we agree, but I'm gonna start with Eben or Eben. Is it Eben or Eben?
It doesn't matter. It was bad.
Oh, dude, you're
bad.
Yeah, because
I was hoping so because when they left it to him and Mr. Steal Your Girl before we even got here, I felt like Mr. Steal Your Girl was better. However, Eben or Eben Frankowitz, when he did
his final song,
Ain't No Sunshine, to get into this,
right?
It was good enough, and it was better. I felt like it was better than Mr. Steal Your Girl's performance, and that's why he didn't make it through. But to come out and sing Adele and sing it, I mean, I know he's young. I know it's hard. It's not easy to make a decision like this, and Adele's huge right now, so you want to do something that everybody knows and do your own twist on it, and you're young and you sound like a girl anyways. But come on, man. It was just like, it was so just nonchalant and just not good, and the phrasing was bad, and I don't know, man, but he's capable of doing some great things, and that's why like Ain't No Sunshine was such a good song for him, because he was able to step back and really focus on hitting the notes and doing it different how he only does it.
Right.
But man, it just wasn't. It was the worst one for me. The whole thing started off bad. What I mean, I'm sorry, I went on a rampage right now.
No, that's fine. That's what it's about, man. And I don't know if I would. Well, okay, I won't throw him under the bus completely, but it was.
Bring him back out.
I'll nudge him. I'll nudge him a little bit. The song was too big for him.
Yeah.
It was too big of a song. It's Adele, and maybe he can grow into it. Because I'm wondering. I think he's 17. So is his voice changing? Could it change? Could possibly in the future with more seasoning he get to that place? Because that song is what it set fire to the rain. And the judges loved it. It seemed
they were in that funk where they were just telling everybody they loved him yesterday because of the first night. But
I felt like I was watching the wrong show. That's what I wrote when I heard what the judges had to say.
Because I really wanted him to do well. I was rooting for him. I knew he has some he's young and he has a lot of room to work with. But I knew he had some weak spots in his voice and in his performance, and he just let it show that and that's because he showed his Adele.
Yeah. No, and not to dwell on it so much, but I mean, it's just, we'll see if, I think it's definitely in jeopardy. So, hopefully, I always believe in a second chance,
absolutely. Because we've seen him do really good.
Yeah.
Really great.
And now I want to move on to this is hard for me.
This is hard for both of us.
We agree. Wow. We did not study our note, like each other's notes, but hey, June.
June, man.
Our boy. Personality idol.
You know what I wrote down? I wrote down that JC was right.
Really?
Because you said last week that you think that, he might get lost or he might not be able to sing everything or something to the effect of that. Do you remember what you're saying? Anything like this?
It's hard to quote greatness. It's just like, no.
Just say something else. But no, we didn't know if he'd be able to do everything, like in the singing competition, anything they throw at him. And tonight, or last night, he what song did he sing?
He sang "Angels" by Robbie Williams.
Right. Yeah.
So
he just disappeared in that song.
But
it wasn't bad. I'm not putting him in the bad category. Did you put him in the bad category?
I had to put him in the bad. I had to. Well, I mean, who? That's all we've got left for me. And I only put he and Eben, and it was just he was nervous by the magnitude of the moment.
Absolutely.
I wrote that down, and it was not a good song for him. I pick a different song, pick something else. And this is your free pass. What's going to happen next week when let's say they have to do glam rock or something?
Yeah.
What if they have to do like?
There's not enough Michael Bolton in the world.
Yeah. What if he has to do like 1980s Motley Crue or Poison or something?
Yeah.
What if they make him do that? What's going to happen there? Because
he's got a strong voice. But man, you were right, man. I was rooting for him, but I also don't think it was terrible. I don't think it was. I think there's still a lot of room between him and Eben. So. Hejun, I just feel like we lost him. And the thing about Hejun's performance is that at the beginning, I just feel like he disappeared. And at the end of it, he was trying to make up for the fact that he disappeared. So he was just like overcompensating.
Yeah.
Man, I was just like, oh, no.
It's something that they do a lot. I notice, now they know like, oh, I'm not doing very well. I better kick butt.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, and you do things like that, even if it's the way you practiced it and like you can tell that the crowd isn't feeling the beginning of it. You might try to go and flip it on the higher octave and then so it's more enjoyable and people get more into it. But he was trying to make up for it. And I just, did he even have a good last note?
I can't even remember.
No.
But now we got to keep. We got so much show here. Let's move on. We've covered the good, the not so good, and the bad. We forgot one person.
They're bringing them back.
Yes, the good, the bad, and the Jermaine. Jermaine came back.
Because when they said they're bringing somebody back, they gave us 4 people. You said Johnny.
I said Johnny Kaiser all the way.
I was rooting for Mr. Steal Your Girl because that was the first person we saw, and I thought he was gonna go further than he did.
But we should know better. We've seen every episode, and we should have known by the way they let him go at Le Rev.
Yeah,
that
so
they strung it out. They drew it out. Where he cried, and it was heartbreaking seeing him go.
Yeah.
And I remember I was live tweeting everyone, and I said Johnny Kaiser. I was like 99% Johnny Kaiser's coming back, 1% Jermaine, because Johnny was awesome.
Yeah.
He was doing the promos for the show for the Super Bowl. They ran him, and they didn't even show his last performance.
Something went on.
Something
Something's
happened.
up.
I don't know. Maybe he signed with some. Maybe he went.
Something, yeah.
Something's there.
But I like the
I'm
fact.
gonna dig into. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah,
For sure.
Jermaine, I like the fact that they brought him back because his voice is very original, like with that low voice.
Yeah.
So I understand. Once they had said that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's give him another chance because he's capable of doing a lot of good things. You think it was a good decision after seeing his performance?
I was. It's like I become Simon when I watch these shows sometimes, and I think I was harshly critical because it was a beautiful song, Luther Vandross, Dance with My Father, and this is going to tell you how nitpicky I was. Because tell me if you say he's great, then I understand, because I only wrote down he missed a note. I didn't like one of the notes that when he was going into the chorus of the song, it felt pitchy, like he missed the note for me.
Right. Yeah.
And for that, I was out of it just by that one note. And I even wrote down like, "Geez, get the stick out of your butt, JC." Like seriously.
I think the fact that I was still surprised that it was him performing. I was like, it's Jermaine, really? So the first time I watched it, I thought it was a lot better the second time I watched it, and I was actually able to tune in and listen to everything. And I think it was a good song choice. I don't think it was bad.
Okay.
I don't think it was great.
So we think he's safe for next week.
Yes.
Yay or nay? All right.
Yeah, I think
Well, we'll
so.
get into predictions
The gentle
after
giant.
Yes, after the show. But hey, let's take a little break before so we
Yeah.
go into the girls, because we got a whole lot of Idol.
I'm out of breath.
Yeah, and we're gonna catch our breath on AfterBuzz right after the break.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
All right, we're back, guys. All right, you've had enough from last night, but let's get to tonight, the nitty-gritty with the girls.
Well, hold on, JC. I actually thought of this. I was thinking about this in the break. You guys were talking a lot about like song selection and things
Sure.
like that, and there's not enough time, right?
I'm sorry.
Like these guys don't have a lot of time to think, right?
Right.
Kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and you guys yourselves, you guys are doing a great job, and you guys are busy in your own lives and things like that.
Sure.
So I have one suggestion.
Oh, what's that, Phil?
Bing is for doing, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to do, whether it's you want to book a restaurant reservation, you want to find, first off, you got to find what the hell the restaurant you want. You know, maybe you want Thai food, Indian food. I don't know what you guys like. JC's Mexican, Mark is, I don't know what he is.
I'm
But you know,
ethnically
you gotta
ambiguous,
you gotta
man.
find your thing, you gotta find your restaurant, and then you want to book the reservation, you can do it all on Bing.com.
Fantastic.
And these guys, you know what I mean? Song selection, gotta find that song,
Just
Bing
Bing
it,
it.
and then you go, and all right, then you listen to it, and you're doing it. You're binging and you're doing.
You're binging and you're doing. And once again, we're doing the girls. Wait, that sounded so wrong. We're recapping. No, actually, we're doing the after show for the girls.
Bing.
Oh,
That's right.
this is American Idol.
The chick section.
The girls. All right, once again, we're starting out with the good, the great. Who did you have as
You want to go great?
I'm gonna go from sure.
The top one?
Let's go. Let's start.
All right. I have been a huge fan of this girl for a long time,
Oh, you're building tension.
and now I have moved on to someone else.
Oh no.
Jessica Sanchez is my new favorite flip-flopper.
Jessica Sanchez, no more Bailey Brown?
No, I think she's definitely capable of doing some good things, and we'll get to her performance later. But Jessica Sanchez, talking about voice problems before this episode, the week was not good. She had to go to the doctor, and she came out and just absolutely killed this song.
Mi amigo, you are right.
Thank you very much.
She was off the charts because, and here's the thing, I told you I'm Simon. I know she can. We know she can do even better.
It's ridiculous.
And that's, I mean, she had like, I guess her throat. She had like
swollen cords. But I'm still mad at American Idol for not introducing us to her until like the last round of Hollywood Week. Like, what?
She's the female Joshua
Come
Ledet.
on, man. I know exactly. Like, is that why I'm so excited about her now? Like, I would have felt in love before, but she did a Jennifer Hudson song, and I didn't even know it was Jennifer Hudson's song. I didn't hear them say that, but I was like, man, she even sounds like Jennifer Hudson, who's incredible.
Did you bing it or what?
I binged it. Yeah, I binged it, and I was like, oh, that is J Huds.
Nice.
But she, for me, had the best complete performance from beginning to end. It was unforgettable. Got the standing O from the judges.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was standing up. I was sitting because I was just chilling. But what did you think about Jessica Sanchez? Was she the best for you, or?
She wasn't.
Of course.
and not because I know she will. There are going to be weeks because she's going to be around, folks. It is. Let us mark it down. But you have to vote. But she is going to stick around.
I'm voting right now.
Okay.
So
yeah.
give me a sec.
He was saying that throughout her performance. I was like, "Can I vote now? I need to vote now." That you were so into it.
I had to wait 2 hours. I'm voting right now.
Not my favorite performer of the night for me. I think what made her the favorite for most was because of the adversity she had to overcome for the performance.
Yeah.
That's why.
I can see that.
Because for me, I might surprise you here. Let's see. I don't think you're gonna.
You're backing up? Or
I'm
what?
backing. No, I'm gonna tell you my favorite.
All right.
Because I thought Jessica was great. I expect better things from her. And once her voice heals up, oh boy,
Yeah.
she could go. She can win it. She absolutely can win it.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it. But for me, my little Spitfire.
See, they're not even agreeing with you.
He's not in agreement with me? Well, fine.
Who's more shocked?
Everyone, JC is. No, I'm rolling with it. Skylar Lane.
Skylar Lane?
That girl is awesome.
Yeah.
That girl, I want to see her on Stagecoach. I want her seeing doing like the music fest. I want her performing.
Yeah.
She's a performer. She's a little Reba. She is she made me smile.
Yeah, absolutely. She had an attitude. Yeah, I put her in the good column too.
Okay.
I guess it wasn't the favorite for the night, but I talked about the guys saying they have to leave everything out on the stage. She left every piece of her on the stage. And just in like everything, she was growling, she was moving around, she was just giving it to him, even if it wasn't on time, like her dance moves. But that's what it's about. It's about performing. She's a natural performer. She's cool. She's fun. You know, she's a little Reba.
She was absolutely in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And another girl that she reminds me of is Miranda Lambert, who is huge in country right now too. Her voice, love me some Miranda Lambert, and she's got a little Miranda Lambert swag in her too. So. It was a great performance too. Yeah. It was up there. Yeah.
Come to the Skylar side. Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm okay. I love country. I do. You know, I love all the genres. I'm probably not as big of a country fan as you are, but listen, I will buy her. See, I will download her music. I love her. You know, she even jumped at the end. She's infectious. I love her. I can't wait to see
Just
more.
fun to be around.
And
fun to
now
watch.
you're out of control.
Sorry, I'm out of control.
And
really
now
bad
he is. He always is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna give you another one that the judges didn't like her as much as I did, and I put her in my good category.
Bring it.
Elise Testone.
Yes, me too.
Okay, there we go.
Me too.
I love it that we're disagreeing with the judges. I think we can call them out because I think sometimes they're afraid to give harsh critique, but maybe they're afraid to give kudos. The girl,
Yeah.
she is a mature voice. There's so much that she can do, so many things with her voice. She's 28. This is her last year to do it, so you can tell
Yeah.
she's just letting it all hang out. And
I like that she plays piano too. The only thing I was like, what's going on? That she and I know that they don't pick the order. So the fact that she sang the Adele song that Jen Hurst sang prior, but she definitely gave it everything she had. She I like her as a person, as a performer. I like that she plays piano, and that rocky tone, that her voice, that bluesy, like. It was really good. She definitely tackled Adele, and that's hard to do, man.
Well, let's knock out two birds with one stone because I actually had this girl in the good category as well. I had Jen Hurst as a good. I had her as a good.
After tonight?
No. Remember, I judged it as I was as each contestant sang.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. You can't
And when I said, oh, she was good.
So the Battle of the Adeles. Let's do that.
Yes. What did you think about Jen's performance? Did you
I
have her in
thought it was good. It was
okay.
I guess you know what? I think she did a lot more with the song. I guess Elise kind of stayed in the Adele box with it, but even killed it because her voice is so different. But I mean, I think Jen Hurst did okay with it. I wasn't blown away though. I put that in the rest.
Maybe I was swayed. I'm a very open-minded guy. See, I'm so wishy-washy.
Well, you liked her for a long time.
I have.
Like more than a friend.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
No, but maybe it's because she was the first singer. She was the third one out, but she was the first one that wasn't really nervous.
Yeah.
Because a lot of girls were nervous tonight, and I didn't. I thought Jen was confident. I didn't think she was like the first two girls. I thought they were very shaky at first.
So I even wrote down like she went third. I put best so far, but that wasn't saying much. So.
Ooh, wow. Ooh. Girls, send all your hate mail to what's your Twitter handle again?
What is it? I don't have a Twitter handle.
I'm gonna put it out for you.
The Everyday Man. That's right.
There we go.
Me.
Ouch, that's me. Hey, any publicity is good publicity with me. I don't care.
What you gotta do.
No, but Jen, she was good.
Which, by the way, speaking of Twitter, real quick shout out to Nia Verdalis, who showed some support to AfterBuzz TV.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Nice.
So, also real quick,
Excelente.
I imagine that American Idol fans, there's some crossover Dancing with the Stars. So, in case you haven't heard, our own Maria Menounos is going to be on ABC's Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
And if you support the network, please support her, because the farther she goes along, the more stuff we can do. JC now only has one cup, and he sometimes doesn't get hot water in there. We might be able to get him hot water every time if you support the network.
It looks cold now.
Vote for Maria.
Sometimes there's not even water in there, so if you guys watch, we can increase our production value. We can actually get like flavored juice.
Yep. Team Maria.
No, yeah, definitely support Maria. I can't wait for that for sure. Like, it starts on the 19th, correct?
That's correct. March 19th.
March 19th.
Let the training begin.
But yes, enough with the dancing. Let's talk about singers, idleness.
All right, give me. I want to give you another good performance.
Hit me.
She continues to grow.
Oh.
Shannon McGrain is just solid performance. Yeah. The only thing I'm not knocking her for, but her voice isn't as original as say it was Elise Teston, but I like Shannon McGrain. Just goes out there and she slayed the song, man. She hit everything. She had a cool performance. She was calm, collected. I think she gets that from her pitching father. Pitching, I said pitching like a pitcher. So she just goes out there and she just is so comfortable from the time we met her to now. She's come a long way. I keep on saying that, but she was solid.
She was comfortable. She was confident. A big song.
Yeah.
Did I like it? I'm going to get so much hate mail. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I'm the only guy in America that did not like it. I did not like the song. And I didn't like the low parts of the song. I think she needed a little. That was a weak part. That was the weak point in her vocals. I think just the lower register for me, could use a little more. I don't know, is a refinement, more strength. But she has a big voice
for 16.
For 16, but here's the thing: it's not 16 Idol. That's what I'm judging. I don't care.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you.
But I'm not done here. All right. she's bold and she's brave and she can only grow. And I definitely think America will keep her. And like we've said all season, when her first song, her audition was nice, and then after that, she just got better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
For me, I did not feel the song, but I expect her to come strong, and I expect her to change my mind next week.
Good.
For sure. Because
She will.
I wouldn't even say she was. I don't think she was bad. I just, for me, she was. She was an okay.
I thought
for me.
I thought it was a smart, lighting of the stage. She just had, one center light on her, and and then she moved around a little bit after that. But I don't know, the transition she had from the kind of simple part to the end, where she just slayed it at the end. I thought it was at that moment before Jessica Sanchez, like Shannon McGrain was the build to the ending, and I liked it a lot. I like seeing her perform because I think, she's really good now.
Do you have? How about now? Let's move on to the meat and potatoes. Do you have any more goods?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. Not in my mind.
Yeah. Now let's go. Do you want to go with the bads or the okays? I'll let you pick.
Let's go to the bad.
Okay, you want to do the bads?
Yeah.
And there's a few of them, man. For me, I'm going to start with Haley Johnson.
Yeah, I got that too. Yes, I thought that was the worst of the night.
Really? Okay.
Just that Sweet Dreams, and you even said it's a hard song to even, go up against. But it wasn't good for me. It was forgettable. I felt like it was overproduced, and she didn't hold her own. I mean, obviously she can sing. I just wish that we could have heard her sing a song.
I don't know if it was the wrong key or it's the choices that she made.
Yeah,
I wrote
but that's
down,
what it's about. Yeah, it's.
I wrote down flat. You're taking on Annie Lennox, who her voice is unique. It's bold. That is for the first week. You gotta go to like a go-to song. It's such a crazy choice like that. I think it's gonna burn her in the end. I definitely,
I don't think she can. I don't think she's gonna make it through. And I don't like being the bad guy. So I'll let Randy Jackson be the bad guy. He said it was a nightmare. So
I'll be the bad guy.
I agree with him.
Yeah, no. Now, do you want to go?
Just go. Just say it. Just go. Just do it. Just
he can read my mind. He knew where I was going next. I'm so Bailey Brown, one of our faves. Yeah, just tonight.
It seemed like the last 2 weeks, if she makes it through, which I think she'll still make it through, just because of her following. I think she has a following. I'm following her. But
creepy.
I know. Thank you. No, but the judges had to say how beautiful she looked, and that's not what you want to hear in a singing competition.
Right.
She obviously can sing. She obviously had a great, a couple performances in Hollywood Week. Not great last week, but she still sent her through. I think we need her around, but she's got to come out stronger than that. Just I don't know if that was the right song choice. They sing it so much on this show as far as like the country genre. Lone Star's a maze, but man,
she had to follow Skylar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they put two countries back to back. So let's see what's gonna happen.
And Skylar blew it out of the water, so maybe that caused some because nerves. I thought she was nervous. She was pitchy. And here's something interesting. You know when the judges will say a disparaging remark about one of the singers or just something negative, they start booing. I wrote down they didn't boo.
I think everybody was thinking the same thing. I think everybody's rooting for her. They want her to do so well, and she's just not coming through the next 2 weeks. So if she doesn't come through next week, after she makes it through, well, she'll be around for another week. But I think we're going to see some more of her. They're going to give her a couple more chances to come through because I just think they will.
You think? I don't. I'm really scared on this one.
I just think that there's a lot of other I'm not saying bad performances. There was a lot of just okay performances tonight. A lot of girls that are forgettable, and she's not forgettable in my mind and other people's minds. But I just think there's a lot of other people that are gonna fall through the cracks before she does.
Yeah, no, I you know what? You see, you always convince me because I was like, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But there was a lot of. There were only we only covered how many girls did we say they had great performances? 2, 3?
I think 2.
Yeah, and the rest are okay, and the other ones need a lot of help.
Yeah, because we know what they're capable of doing. But
with that said, I think it's going to be a free for all because it's going to divvy up all the votes. You know, some people are going to just. Someone we don't expect to go home may go home tomorrow night, but we'll get into that in our predictions later on the show. But
absolutely.
Let's move on to another not so much. We should maybe call it not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, that's
for
nice.
me. It was Brielle. I didn't like Brielle. I'm sorry. I had her in my. if I go, it's like I'm split between bad and okay. And maybe it's just because the mom rubs me the wrong way and the stage mom, but
Get her out of here, please.
the part I love about her performance is her confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. She has confidence. I liked how she started off in the center of all the boys, which was kind of smart, bringing them into it. And it was memorable because it wasn't just here's somebody walking out or here's somebody on the stage right away. It's the guys around her. And that was kind of a cool little trick that she pulled out. I think she's smart and she's very confident. She had some good stuff that she sang. It wasn't bad.
Okay, so for you, she was okay. I thought the intro, for me, the intro was weak. It's what I, overall, for most of the female contestants tonight, what I noticed was all on the low registers, for the most part, they had a hard time with it.
Yeah.
For just even Brielle, she ended big. She's got that star, she believes she's a star.
Right, yeah.
And I think that helps her very much. But for me, not my favorite.
Yeah, I think I was just so upset that the people that went before I gave her the benefit of the doubt.
And I think that's it for me. Like bad.
Or the
and
bad,
good.
yeah.
And anyone else stand out like the best of the rest?
Yeah, Holly Day a little bit.
Okay. And I really liked Hallie Day in the beginning too.
Yeah, so we're kind of rooting for her. I thought it was she went 5th tonight, and I felt like it was the first real performance that wasn't very karaoke or whatnot.
Nice.
And I don't want to just that's what they always say that's that Simon.
Yeah.
It was quite karaoke. But it felt like a real performance for me. Like it could be her song. Like she was actually performing it, and it didn't seem like it was somebody else's that she was singing. So I thought it was good. That's about it. She just lost some control within it though.
Tale of two performances right there. Because I'm a fan of hers, and I liked what she did throughout the audition process.
Yeah.
But tonight, when she started, I thought it was awesome. I even wrote down, now it's a singing competition. She knows how to control. Like the first half of the song, she was hitting the big stuff, the little stuff. She was showing control, which I think that's what makes the true singer, because everyone can belt it out on this show by now, and these people that are left. But those that can control it, show that refinement. But then in the second half, I don't know what happened. Like the wheels just came off, and I was so sad. I was like, because I was ready to talk smack to you. I was like, that's my girl right there. And I was like, I'll be quiet.
Yeah. So yeah, she kind of was just okay. Another person, after seeing her perform last time when they kind of put her against my girl Bailey Brown, Chelsea Sorrell, the other country girl. We had three country girls to choose from. Got a lot of country going on right now.
That could be tough.
Yeah. But she did
Bailey.
Yeah, she did Cowboy Casanova, Carrie Underwood, but she was the first one to go out. And I don't know, I felt like she had good energy, but she just lost it a few times for me.
Nervous and underwhelmed.
Yeah.
And it's because it's the first one. I think if she gets past, if she moves on to next week,
She's got to tone it down a little bit.
no. She had the boys will like her, she's a cute girl, very cute girl, but I think she'll prove us wrong next week. If she stays, I think the nerves will work their way out. I have hope on her.
It just feels like this is your first perform, or your first performance. You get to pick it and everything, which they've had choices like that before, but she came out, and I mean, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea to start with? You think she would have been better if she did a ballad? Because she's the first one coming out. It's like you have the first spot. You want to get the energy of the crowd up.
Sure. They should have started with Skylar.
Exactly.
That would have
I think yeah. If Chelsea would have did a different performance, like a ballad or something, and had Skylar start with that rockin' song, things would have been different. But
I wonder why they did that, because the producers know kind of how it could possibly go, unless they just fall off. The wheels.
I wonder if they picked the song or know what position they're in first. If anybody knows,
tweet us or call us.
Let me know.
But let's move on to Erica VP, Miss Van Pelt. She, I didn't like it. And I'm a fan of hers.
Yeah. Did you not like it because of the song choice? Or because...
I don't like it when they pick Heart. I really don't, because a lot of contestants have picked Heart in the past, and that's hard. Heart is hard to do. It's like old school Adele. And I just didn't like some of the choices she made. It seemed like she pushed. Actually, J-Lo wanted her to push more. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe because she's got a strong voice.
Yeah. She just seemed a little tense to me.
Yeah, something not her best. And hopefully people that have been following the show will move her along, because I do think she deserves to move on.
Right. Yeah.
Just don't judge this performance. Judge overall, because that's one I definitely think we can give a pass to. But I think those are most of them, right? Anyone?
The only one that I kind of discovered last week, another Holly Kavanaugh.
Oh,
A little longer
Holly.
with Reflection. She did Christina Aguilera. I don't know. She had such a strong performance to get in the top 24, and I feel like a broken record. Keep on saying that, but she's got something. And even J-Lo was like, you know, you could win this thing. She's got some really strong parts of her voice, but this one, it seems like she just lost it a couple times. But she does, like, the really strong parts of her performance are that strong that you're like, wow, I can't believe she can do that. But she's a young girl too, so I mean, she's one of them that could get lost in the pack though. She's not as memorable. There's a lot of like really good non-memorable people to me. Like
Really
they
good
just-
okays.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fantastically Simon. This is quoting Simon. Fantastically average.
Yeah.
No, but it was. I think it was the nerves. What do you think? Do you think the nerves played a lot to the girls' detriment more than the boys?
Absolutely. I think the guys came out rocking yesterday. They were confident and had better song choices. They didn't pick Adele every time, but overall, I mean, there were some really good girl performances though, and the very good girl performances of today stood out and were equally as good as a couple of the guys' performances yesterday. So overall, as a pack, I feel like the guys, but the girls have some really good contenders too, man.
All right, so let's move on to predictions.
Yeah, let's do
Nice,
it.
perfect
And
timing.
now, your AfterBuzz TV
Like we didn't plan that.
predictions.
All right, this is the point where we've got to lose 5. I don't know if do you have 5 in mind, or give me a couple you think that are going to be gone for tomorrow, that are going to be eliminated.
Are we going guys or girls?
Let's do both, man.
All right, let's start with the girls.
Let's start with the girls. All right, who do you think?
I think that will definitely, and we just said it before. I can't even think of her name. That's how good it was.
You're just afraid. You're afraid to go with.
No, I'm not gonna say her, but no. Holly Johnson is definitely gonna be gone.
Definitely?
Write that down. Mail that out.
Sorry.
I just think it was.
And give me the
that
second
bad.
one. What do you? Come on, let's.
You give me one
Tom.
first. you're
right.
gonna agree with me on that one.
I'm gonna. Okay, I agree with you with Haley. But I'm gonna give you, and I'll give you my second one.
Okay.
And this is gonna it stinks. I'm sorry, Bailey Brown.
Oh yeah.
If
Do you think?
She's just got a huge fan base. I know but she had the worst song. One of the worst songs. I'm gonna,
You know who I'm gonna go with?
Who are you gonna go with, man?
Jen Hirsch.
Blasphemy! Why?
And I'm not just doing that
It's
just
a
because
personal attack.
No, it's not. You see, this is a fight. I'll win the battle.
Wow. Wow, guys, this is
But,
gonna get bad, guys.
Yeah, I just think since they both, a lot of people are like, oh, they're gonna go for the other Adele that was done better, and Jen Hirsch is just gonna fall behind.
All right, so we got that now. The
We got
boys,
those two. So we have to lose 3 guys.
lose 3 guys. Let's go quickly.
Unreal.
Off the top of your head, what do you
Creighton
think?
Fraker gone.
Okay.
Eben
Okay.
later, and if you have a drum roll, I need it because I'm looking.
Drum roll, please.
All right, thank you.
Not quite a drum roll,
Yeah.
but kind of like a drum roll.
Better than the drum roll.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with. Oh, we have to lose 3, man.
I need your answer. No
I'm
pressure. Come on, Mark E.
June.
Allen. He
Does he
said
leave
it.
us?
He said it, Phil.
Does he leave us?
He said it. Cut the
What did he
music. Who was it? Say it again.
June.
Our Asian sensation.
Yeah, I just.
All right. And you know what?
Unfortunately.
I'm cold and hard now. Like I'm going even. Fine. Now you got me stuck. Okay, fine. Even. I can only do 2. I'm sorry. And tweet me, guys, who you think the third is. I'm going Eben and Hey June.
Okay.
They're both gone.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys. And that's it for our AfterBuzz recap after show of American Idol.
You
Season
did it!
11, episode
We
15.
made it.
Guys, hey, Mark, where can they find you?
Find me on Twitter, Mark E. Allen, ALAN. What about you, my man?
And you can find me, as always, as the Everyday Man. And find us on AfterBuzz TV. We'll see you next week. See who's gone. And see who's right. See ya.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.